Hey guys, let me give you a real quick science lesson using a balloon. It used to be that many scientists believed that the universe had always been, that it had always existed and always would exist. And some atheists and skeptics use this premise to say there's no reason to believe that God created everything or that God caused everything to come into existence because it's always been here. And in fact, in the 1800s, this skeptic and atheist David Hume said, I would never assert the absurd position that things which are simply came to be, that there was nothing that caused them to exist. And he was saying, we don't need to figure out a cause or reason that everything has come to be because it's always been. But then something incredible happened in 1929. Edwin Hubble looked through his 100-inch telescope in California, and he noticed that the galaxies were moving. Well, they weren't really moving, but they were getting farther apart. And what he discovered is that they were getting apart as space expanded. And so just like the dots on this balloon will get farther apart as the balloon gets larger, as it expands, the galaxies are moving farther apart. So what's happening is space is expanding and the galaxies are getting farther apart. This is an incredible discovery to see that this is happening. But then they started to work out these formulas, and what they saw is that if you bring it all back together, it all has this central origin point. And they said there must have been some primeval explosion, this sudden burst of energy, which caused all of the galaxies to be flung out into space, and it's expanding at this incredible rate. So what that means is that there was something that happened that caused these things to be flung out into space, and they refer to that as the Big Bang. Now, atheists and skeptics, they have to say, well, everything came to be, and it came to be from nothing. And I don't know about you, but I have a hard time understanding the formula, nobody times nothing equals everything. There had to be something that caused the explosion. And I think that God was there, and he said, let there be light. And suddenly, there was light. You know what else they figured out through Edwin Hubble's research and what he discovered about the galaxies getting farther apart is that at some point it's going to reach its full elasticity. It can't go any further. It's run out, and then it's going to come back. It's all going to come back together. And so what they discovered is that the universe, the galaxies, not only have this beginning point, they're flung out into space, they have this ending point. And so it's not eternal. There's a beginning and an end. And I think that points to the fact that there's someone out there. And right now in our church, we're talking about the problem of God, figuring out how it is that you can come to have faith. And this past Sunday, we talked about the problem of science, and you can find that message in the link below. We'd love for you to join us this upcoming Sunday at 10:30, because we're going to be talking about the problem of exclusivity. And Christianity claims to be the only one true religion. Isn't that kind of bigoted and biased? And so we'll talk about that. We'd love to see you. Thanks for tuning in.